Hello, welcome back. You're in tune to hiphop-lifeandtimes.com. Hope you're all having a good day. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video. So today, I've got someone with me that if you don't know who he is right now, I've got two things to say. Oh, what? It's Genesis Elijah. What's going on, man? You alright?
I'm blessed, man. I'm good.
Yeah, man. So we just want to get to know you a little better for the people out there that may not have even heard your music. So tell us, like, what was the first sort of hip hop that you got into?
The first hip hop I got into was probably, I think it was Big Daddy Kane, man. Like NWA days. So I think one of my boys, a guy called Peter Vitamini, and I think we were about probably 8 years old, 9 years old, and he was like, "Oh, check this out," innit? And yeah, man, I was listening to like some Big Daddy Kane stuff, and my cousins used to have like the vinyls as well, and like Big Daddy Kane vinyls always look good.
Yeah.
Like there was like him with like girls on the front and stuff, so I was always kind of intrigued by that. Public Enemy as well. But I think the first album that I knew that I like kind of really got into was Ice Cube, America's Most Wanted. I think I was 10, and I was staying at my nan's house and literally listened to that until the batteries died on the Walkman. And then, but it was good though, because when the batteries died, the tape went slow, yeah, I could hear everything. And like listened to it all day, every day, like just non-stop, listen to the album, turn the tape, and that was it. And then after that, it was just, okay, this is what adults do. They rap, I'm gonna rap. Yeah, that was it.
Did you listen to a lot of different types of music when you were about like sort of that age?
When I was young, yeah, because my parents, like, they're church people, innit, so it was mostly, I grew up on Christian music and church music and stuff like that. My mum, she was a Whitney Houston fan and all that kind of stuff. She never really used to play it around the house, really. But then, from the age of about 5, I used to always go to sleep with a radio on. So I'd have a little radio, and I'd always be listening to I'd kind of, this was days when Kiss was like pirate and stuff, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
And there was always certain music I'd gravitate towards, so it'd always be like any kind of song with like rap, with a rap on, so it'd always be like, there'd be an R&B song and it had like an 8-bar, and it'd be like, and so I'd like kind of record those and just cut all the other bits out and just get the rap bits, and that was pretty much how I started getting into music and kind of what I liked.
So you were sort of drawn to hip hop?
Yeah, man.
Straight away, more than anything else? Straight
away. It wasn't even like no one told me to listen to it. I think I was influenced slightly because my cousins and my uncles listened to it, but then they listened to a lot of other stuff as well. Like they were deep into the jungle and the ragga and all that kind of stuff, but for me, hip hop that's just what it was. And I remember going to a party at my cousin's house, and they were playing LL Cool J, Mama Said Knock You Out, and I remember know all the lyrics. And my cousin was like, what? I didn't know all the lyrics to that. You know what I mean? Like, and it was just like, to me, that's the music that spoke to me. Like, it wasn't, you know what I mean? There was no two ways about it. That was my music.
I think that's quite common, like, from the people that I spoke to, when you first hear hip hop, they go, right, okay, this is something special, and then delve into everything that's there, and not much else gets a look in. Nah,
like, it wasn't, I didn't really have an interest of any other genre of music until I got a bit older. Like, so, until I was about probably 25, I wasn't really interested in any other sort of music. It was always like, it was just hip hop through and through. Yeah.
I think like a lot of people don't think they're into hip hop, but they would be if they knew about a lot of the artists that are out there, like yourself, and a lot of people are out there. That's why we do this, to sort of get the message out there. So
that's the beauty of it, man. I think that's the best thing. That's the biggest compliment you can have. Is we just was in Ireland and I was recording my album, and the engineer was like, I don't like hip hop, but I love your stuff. Like I didn't know. I guess I do like hip hop.
yeah.
Like yeah.
I've had that happen quite a lot of gigs that I've played, because we've played gigs that are like not hip hop nights. They're sort of more with bands and stuff, and the audience are there to see the bands, and they see you walk up and they think, all right, and then at the end of it they come like, that was alright actually. Yeah.
I like that cross genre. I think. Like even a lot of my album now, a lot of stuff I make is cross genre, because I want it to be like, if the rap wasn't on it, it could be, you don't know what it is. It could be anything. It could be like some alternative punk, it could be you know, indie, it could be anything. And I think just bringing those two things together, because we say we live in a multicultural society, but why does our music not reflect that?
It's very pigeonholed a lot, the mainstream music especially.
There we go, yeah, man. So I think like we've got two levels. Like we do, like with the mainstream stuff, it's very bland and it's kind of lowest common denominator everyone getting. But that's not how we are on a day-to-day basis. There's people that love hip hop, and there's people that love rock, that love metal, and it's like, well, why haven't we got music that reflects? You know what I mean?
Well, it is out there. It's just it's very, very hard to find. So how did you first get into writing? Was it a long time after you were listening to hip hop, or?
Nah, not really. I think like I started pretty much straight away. So probably about 10, 11, I started writing, and my brother Terror Slim, he started writing as well.
Big up Terror Slim.
Yeah, man. So we would like battle each other.
How old?
Yeah, about 10, 11.
I thought that was funny.
Yeah, man. So like, and we used to do it. And you know what's funny
There's
as
no
well?
long jokes going on in that.
You know, it's funny now because like nowadays when they battle, it's pre-written, and we would do. That's what we used to do. We used to go, alright, let's go, and we'd sit down and we'd write our verses, and then he'd spit his verse, I'd spit my verse, or vice versa. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We'd be like, alright, cool, let's go again. And that's how we used to battle, man. And like, so you know what I mean? But
do you think about coming back? What about the two of you?
Battling?
Yeah.
Nah, never, man.
People ain't ready.
Never. Get destroyed, man. It's everybody. Oh, Tony D, the champ. Nah, you know what, man? I get murdered, man. Like these guys now, it's a whole different.
That's what they do. Like most of the battlers are just battlers. So.
Yeah, man. Like I think having that, you know, I can't remember lyrics like that, man. Unless it was a 4-bar battle. You know what I mean? Like, it's not going to happen with me.
You can get your phone out nowadays, I've seen people
That's
do it.
true, man. I got a notebook with 30 pages of rhymes. Maybe that would be notebook. Yeah, man. Nah, that's not me, man.
You've got rappers on pop singles and everything now, so it's just, everyone's more aware of hip hop, but still when you say to people, like, oh yeah, I like hip hop, they expect you to be like a gangster.
Yeah. Because, that stigma's still there, man. Like, it's and gangster rap is still about. There's still gangsters doing it, but it went through a parody stage. So when it really got big, so when you had guys like when by the time Snoop came up, so you're talking like from 93, 95, those eras, the Dre era.
Yeah.
That's when it became mainstream, but it became a situation where you have a lot of people talking about things that they never did or things that they haven't done, and it became more acceptable to do so.
Yeah.
And it became a parody of itself, and then it all kind of fell apart then, and then kind of you have what you have now, really. But yeah, man, in a way that's a good thing, because it means it opens a door. So it's like, okay, well, if you're going to talk about this you haven't ever done, then I'm going to talk about space. You know what I mean? And that's where you get the art side of it really coming back, and you kind of even have like a psychedelic rock infusion when you're even looking at lyrics and concepts and
imagery and stuff.
Yeah,
like
man,
that.
that kind of stuff coming into it as well, and that's I like that kind of stuff. Like MF Doom is probably one of my favourite rappers, just coming from a total fantasy.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Like a character.
Yeah, like a character, man. But if you listen to like, I would say guys like Action Bronson, like he's a character rapper. You know what I mean? He's a fantasy
like
rapper.
larger than life sort of
Yeah,
person.
man, because he's talking about things that a lot of things he's talking about he's never done, he never did. But I don't expect him to fix basketball games. You know what I mean? Like I know he didn't do that. I know he didn't make 800 million off molasses. I know he didn't do that, but he says it and it's funny. And it's like, yeah, nah, we can definitely rock with that.
Excuse me, I'm ill.
I'm ill too, but only on the mic. Boom!
Let's talk a little bit about Escape Route Media. Obviously, that's the video company that you've got. A lot of people probably know about that, but tell us a little bit about it.
It started because I wanted to shoot videos. I needed videos for my music. I couldn't find anybody reliable and I couldn't find anyone that was really coming with an honest price and really delivering what I needed. And it just came down to, okay, if I can't find anyone to do it, I'll do it myself. So I started doing my own videos. Then a couple of people started saying to me like, "Yo, can you do a video for me as well?" And it evolved into, you know what I mean? Here we are, 3 years later, and it's a business, man. We're working with like corporate clients and
We're filming events and
yeah, man. We're filming events. We're filming corporates. We're filming short films. We're working with investment companies.
We're just branching out quite a lot.
Yeah, man. So we're doing everything. We started working with little cameras and now working with big cameras, and it's just become something a lot bigger than I thought it would be. But it's fun, man. It's cool, and it takes the pressure off as well, because it's like with music isn't really it's not a viable business for most people, and even if you are making money from it, it's sporadic.
Yeah.
And it's also based on your ability to work, your ability to be able to
get yourself out there,
out,
get the gigs and to market yourself to a certain degree. So,
and it's seasonal still. It's still a seasonal thing. Like the way you're setting up your tours, you're setting up your releases. You're gonna have a whole load of money come out when you just get the release. Then it's gonna die down.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff, and so it's hard to really, you know what I mean, pay for stuff.
So it's just more solid for you to.
That's it, man. So it's just kind of it's added another element to. It's allowed me to do more music, like, because it's freed up my time, so I don't have to do like, you know, that's my 9 to 5 now, and it's very flexible with times, and you know, I can choose to work when I want to work.
And you can do your own videos. Obviously, that's good for you.
That's it. So you know what I mean. But we literally can, if we wanted to, we could put out another video today. We got music here, we got a camera there. We could shoot a video now, and it could be up by the end of the day.
Oh, cool, man. Well, just one more thing before we go. I know you've got your album's going to be coming out at some point in the near future.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell everyone about that?
Man, I've been gassing this album so much. Like,
it's true.
It's literally like, if it's less than perfect, everyone's gonna be like, it's crap. But it really is good, man. Like, it's for me at the moment, it's the best I can do. Like, there's every time I listen to it every single day, and I've been doing that. I've been listening to it every single day for about almost 6 months now, and just to make sure I don't get sick of it, because I'm the biggest critic. And so far, it's changed. Some of the tracks have changed a few times, but we've just been perfecting the process. And the whole idea with this album is a theme behind it, and the theme is being an independent artist.
Okay.
So it's pretty much, it's almost like a concept album, man. It's pretty much just the idea of being 100% independent, with nobody else telling you what to do or how to do it, and being able to do the music you want to do, talk about the things that you want to talk about, and do a few things that no one else has really done before in UK hip hop, and just like I was talking about, like merging like genres and stuff. You've got different sounds in there, man. We've got some rocky kind of sounds, some punky sounds.
What, they've got like different producers or?
In a way, man. Like the main producer on it is a dude called Pastor Dutchy. Then we've got, yeah, man. We've got Nutty P on there. Nutty P's got 2 tracks on there, and these were tracks that were done quite a while ago as well. So like the album, it's taken a while to put together. It probably goes back to about maybe 2009, or maybe probably about 2009. Some of the tracks, and then kind of we've skipped forward and we've got a few from like 2012, and then the rest of them are like pretty much brand new. We've got one that we literally put together like 2 weeks ago, which isn't even written yet. Like the beat was just made. So yeah, man, it expands a lot of time, but it's got very different sounds, and it's just something that I kind of want to be able to. If you said, have you got a track that we can play on, like, I don't know, Radio 2? I'd be like, yeah, man, I've got something for you. Like, you know what I mean? I've got something you can play to your nan. I've got something you can play to, you know what I mean, the most hardcore hip hop heads. I've got stuff you can play to people that don't like hip hop, because at the end of the day, it's not really about hip hop.
Just more making music
It's about
that's
making
true to you.
Yeah, man. It's about making music that represents me in this space and time. And I feel like I'm on the cusp as well. Like, as far as my career, this is pretty much what's gonna make the shift. And you know what I mean, we're already seeing it. We're already seeing a lot of deals being put on the table, and a lot of I don't know, man. It's weird. People that weren't really paying attention before, they're paying attention now, and I know they want to see what this one does and what I can do independently, because the game is very different now, and I think people want to see if you're going to be worth their investment.
Yeah.
And it's kind of weird, man. It's like they come along when you don't need them anymore, and we've been doing this for so long. We're almost at a place now where we don't need anyone. Like, literally just turned down a deal yesterday.
But they only want you when you've got a certain fan base, and you've got quite a solid fan base already.
Yeah, man. Yeah, like, because there's these things that the industry really want, and they want you to be able to have a solid fan base, and they want a real fan base, and it's really hard to get that, especially when you've been in the game for a long time. But at the same time, that's the reason why you have that loyal fan base.
Yeah.
So labels, what will happen with a new artist? They'll get a new artist, and they're trying their best to build the hype, so everyone goes, oh, let's go check him out. And they're trying to get genuine love.
Yeah.
But that's really hard to build quickly.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
we're all human.
People are very judgmental as well.
Yeah, definitely, man.
Especially hip hop heads, they're not gonna. If it's a mainstream rapper, a lot of them don't want to know.
Yeah, true. That's very true. I think we've, you know, I mean, you kind of got your preconceived notions on that side of things. And I feel like I haven't even begun to do what I'm gonna do in as far as an artist, and as far as being consistent with putting out music. And it's like, I've been on a lot of features this year, a lot of videos and stuff, but I've only put out, like, if we count it from this year, I've only put out 3 videos, and 2 of them were done this week.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? Like, I haven't even...
You've just been busy working on the album.
I've been working on the album, and I do a lot of stuff behind the scenes for other people as well. So I do a lot of production with other people, I do a lot of videos for other people, and plus I've got other projects that I'm working on as well. Like, obviously you've got the clothing line, and then the video company. So those are full-time jobs, so they take up a lot of my time. So a lot of time, music for me is pretty much my third job. And I think once the album drops, I'm kind of I want to show people what if I really put my mind to it, what I can do. Yeah. Which is why at the moment my plan is to drop a new video every week till the album drops. Just because, and these ain't tracks that are on the album. These are just tracks. Some of them ain't even recorded. Like, I'm gonna record one this week. We're gonna shoot it. We're gonna put the video up next week. Like, just to show people what a work rate should look like. Yeah,
and what it means to be an artist who's consistently putting music out.
And really keeping that quality up, man. Because I think
you can get it out to so many people now. You haven't got to bring an album out every year, every 2 years. People just like to hear a track every now and then. Even.
Yeah, man. I always said that, man. I always said, if, like, when Skinny Man's album dropped, like, if Skinny Man had dropped another album the week after, I would have bought that.
Yeah, yeah.
And the week after that, like, because it's just what I love music, man. And I think the game has changed so much, man. I was saying this the other day on Twitter. Like, we're working with within in a business model that was made, like, we've got our blueprint that we're kind of laying over the infrastructure that's already there, but this was put together like almost 100 years ago. A lot of things have changed. Yeah. Technology's changed, but we still work within the same frame, and it's really weird, man. It's like we do some very backward things. Like, our video will be on TV, will be on Flavor or MTV, and we're tweeting going, yo, check my video out, it's on MTV right now. You shouldn't have to do that. Yeah. They should see your video already and then go find you. So it's like everything we do is like well backwards. You know what I mean? Yo, I'm on the radio right now. Check me out.
You shouldn't be trying to get people to listen to your music, which people should be trying to just listen to music that's out there that they might like.
It should be on a platform that everyone's looking at, because this is why things meant things that were different. So when you were on Top of the Pops, like, that meant something because everyone was staring at you.
Yeah.
And then they'd see you on Top of the Pops and go, oh, I want to see what this guy's got, and they want to check it out. And it's got, because everything's like so, I mean, everything's everywhere now. We're trying to get people, yo, I'm over here. Look, watch me. And the way we're doing things isn't working. It's not working for anyone.
Cool, man. Well, yeah, we'll wrap things up. So,
Cool.
Anything else you want to say to them before we sign out?
Yeah, man. Just keep supporting what you like, man. Just keep supporting what you like and tell people about it. And that's the way things really work. It's word of mouth.
Subscribe to our blog. We have videos dropping throughout the day, every day. Sticks is on there. He gets so many submissions. He goes through all of them and he puts out everything that's good. So there's enough music on there that you probably haven't even heard of. So yeah, hiphoplifeandtimes.com. Follow our Facebook and our Twitter, and you'll get exactly what Jen's talking about. The music that's out there that you will like. Support it.
Cool.
Thanks for taking the time, bruv.
All good, bruv.
Peace.
Man. Nice one.
Hip Hop Life and Times, man. Till next time. Safe.